Are you ready for the crypto comeback of the year? Then buckle up and watch Eliza explode. Welcome back to On-Chain Trenches. As always, my name is 𝗬𝗵𝘁 and today we're gonna take another look at the evolution of Eliza and everything that's cooking in the ElizaOS ecosystem. We will kick off this presentation taking a deep dive on the upcoming launches within the Eliza ecosystem, both projects built by the ElizaOS labs and external projects building on top of the fully open source ElizaOS framework. Then we will take a closer look at potential future airdrops for ElizaOS token holders, discuss the latest updates and developments of the Hyperscape game, which is an MMO built by the Eliza team themselves, and finally close out this presentation talking about the Eliza Town developments and where the Eliza team is currently placing their bets. All right, let's directly jump in. Upcoming launches. There is a lot of things cooking in the ElizaOS ecosystem as of now, and Jean just shared a beautiful overview of what they are working on and projects that are about to go live over the next few weeks. First, Eliza Cloud apps and monetization. Eliza Cloud just went live in early beta a few weeks ago, and soon they are adding AI app development, monetization, and promotion so that everybody out there can build an app, make money on it, and promote it in the very same day. Everything being built and hosted on top of Eliza Cloud. So folks like you and me, we can go and build our own AI agents, monetize them via Eliza Cloud. Second, Babylon is their first of its kind AI trading and prediction game with agents that learn from their actions continuously. Anyone can launch an agent training environment for self-improving AIs. So Babylon will be their first user-facing AI application. It's a prediction market. Think of it as an intersection of Polymarket, the #1 prediction market out there, and a social network like X. Then number 3, Hyperscape, which is their second user-facing AI-based game. It is a full-scale MMO that you can play in the browser. It is entirely created by AI with AI agents themselves playing the game. Think of it as the modern version of RuneScape, where everybody has good bots and the P2P economy was fully legal. And number 4 is a OTC trading desk, which everybody out there holding tokens can use. You can go there, list your tokens off-chain, and get cash for the project with transparent lockups and discount terms. So what it means, if you want to sell a token, you can lock it up there and then seek somebody out there who is willing to buy your token for a specific lockup term and at a specific discount. And of course, you can use Eliza agents that negotiate on your behalf or negotiate with your counterparty to get cheaper access to tokens or a shorter lockup period. And arguably the most important thing for you out there as a crypto lover and investor is here what Sean said at the very bottom of his post. If you're holding the ElizaOS token, you will get free access to all the applications that they are building and exposure to airdrops from all the projects that we incubate. So if you now ask, hey Seb, what are the projects that the Eliza team is currently working on? Here is a ecosystem overview of everything that Sean and his team are currently building. At the heart of it, we have the ElizaOS AI agent framework, which is fully open source and allows everybody out there to create their own AI agents. On the left side, I listed their infrastructure plays. So they built Eliza Cloud to make it easier for everyday user and non-devs like you and me to build and spin up our own AI agents. They can fully live and run on the Eliza Cloud. Then in Q2, they are planning to build their own layer 2, which is a agentic network or an agent app chain. And finally, they are building Otaku, which is a DeFi first AI agent wallet. And here over on the right side, we have the applications that they are building. First, we have Spartan, their flagship DeFi agent, fully built on ElizaOS, and he's basically showcasing what agents are capable of these days. Second, Babylon, which I mentioned before, the prediction market game. And finally, Hyperscale, the MMO game. And here I added one more application, which is the OTC trading desk. And if you guys didn't get it, here one final remark from 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗃. This is all we do, and this is all one thing. We do agents, and we're the best in the world at it. And here in this picture, we have a slightly different representation of the ElizaOS ecosystem as it is divided into 4 layers. On the top, we have the ElizaOS framework, which enables everybody out there to build consumer-facing agents, which are either operated by Eliza Labs itself, like Spartan or the 2 games that they're building, or by ecosystem builders. Everybody out there that wants to build their own agents can do so by freely accessing the ElizaOS framework. And here we have other examples of folks building their own agents. One layer below, we have the Eliza Cloud that streamlines this entire process of running, hosting agents, and they're also building a marketplace around it. Then even one layer deeper, we have the crucial infrastructure that makes this all possible, which is composed of MCP, the 𝗪𝗲𝗿 gateway, which enables agent-to-agent communication and payments, which will be very crucial going forward. We have trusted execution environments and wallets like Otaku. And then at the bottom, we have 𝗬𝗎, their agent app chain that they are currently working on and should go live in the second half of this year, which serves as a decentralized platform for agent services, governance, AI agent trust building, agent commerce, and so much more. And their overall mission is to enable every human to have a digital companion that they truly own. Now you might say, this sounds super cool, but what about the ElizaOS token? Isn't it down only and currently trading at all-time lows? Yes, you are right. And that's exactly where the opportunity arises for us. And he highlights it one more time that the team is currently building several products that will all reward ElizaOS token holders. So I don't only expect, I anticipate several airdrops coming to the Eliza token holders. I mean, in the past, we all bought TIA and many other coins out there in hopes for airdrops, but here we have 2 core contributors that are not only teasing, not only hinting, I mean, they're shouting us in the face that there will be airdrops coming for ElizaOS token holders. And things that will most likely do an airdrop is their RuneScape game, which they call Hyperscape. Then they have Babylon, the city of agents, and their network layer 2 𝗬𝗎 will most likely also have its own token, or just introduce ElizaOS more natively. As he says here, ElizaOS token will be at the heart of the 𝗬𝗎 network, and it will power all the agents interacting on top of it. So now let's take a closer look at the development and the progress of those single applications that the Eliza team is currently working on. Number 1 is Hyperscape, their MMORPG game, which is fully powered by the ElizaOS framework, and you can think of it as the crypto AI version of RuneScape. And if you're not familiar with Hyperscape yet, I highly recommend you to check out my previous ElizaOS video where I dive deeper into Hyperscape, since today I will only go over the current updates and developments that they have shipped since our latest video. So now that the world is fully alive and characters can run around, they are adding new capabilities to the agents or deep layers. And here we see that they added the skill blacksmithing. Here we have various ores that you can mine and then smelt in the furnace, and finally smith them into various weapons on the anvil. Moreover, they added fishing as another skill. I mean, almost fishing. The fishing poles are not there yet, but I'm sure they will add them as soon as possible. But you can see that the character is engaging in this typical fishing posture. There are some fish in the lake, and also the counting system works. And just generally, they are expanding the skill set. Here we have some basic skills like attack, strength, constitution, defense, but they also added new skills like chopping wood, mining, cooking, fire making, fishing, and smithing, as we illustrated before. And that's not all. They said that they are working to add even more skills like prayer, rage, magic, fletching, crafting, rune crafting, herb lore, farming, and slayer. So yeah, looking forward for these updates to go live. And of course, I will always keep you up to date with the latest developments of Hyperscape. And yeah, just today, Sean dropped this post that the Hyperscape game is now live on your phone as well. As you can see here in this video, you can either access it through your browser or on a native app on your phone. And yeah, once this game goes live, it will be the first AI MMO game ever. And yeah, I am super excited about the launch of Hyperscape. I do hope to get some early access so that I can share with you the gameplay in real time. And Sean just dropped another banger post, 2-week Hyperscape sprint starting tomorrow. MVP, which stands for minimal viable product. On the other side, wish us luck, gang. Best of luck, guys. Hope that, yeah, we can play the game within 2 weeks. Here are a few more tweets of Sean that I wanted to share with you. I have been following this guy over the last 2.5, if not 3 years, or whenever he emerged on crypto Twitter. And I mean, a lot of people called him a scammer, called him a rugger. Just, I don't know, a lot of people pointed fingers at him because, I mean, 𝗪𝗵𝗁𝗂𝗃, the previous token, had this meteoric rise. It went up to 2.5 billion and then it crashed down as the AI agent narrative came to an end. But Sean, he stuck to his guns. He really built throughout the bear market. He weathered the storm. He took on all the bullshit. He was banned from Twitter as well as the ElizaOS handle because his agents were so successful, and over 50k agents yeah, flooded Twitter, so they decided to ban him. So it was one of the hardest times. But I remained within their Discord and I just kept following him. I went on Farcaster to just see what he and his team are building, and they never gave up. They always kept building and believing in this future of autonomous, decentralized AI agents. And I really think that he is one of the most prolific AI developers out there, and like his teammates, they say that they cannot keep up with his development speed, and sooner or later I am truly convinced that this guy will launch another breakthrough application. And if you read tweets like these, if you aren't grinding like 15 hours a day right now, you are missing the best opportunities of your life, probably the last opportunity. After this, people will just think ideas into existence and there will be no alpha at all. And previously he said that they are going onto a 2-week Hyperscape sprint. He is grinding 15 hours a day. He has been rugged so many times, and I truly think that his way to financial freedom, to glory, is to send the ElizaOS tokens to millions, if not billions, and higher. And he remained committed throughout the entire time. And yeah, here is an example that he shared of how he spends 15 hours grinding and currently spends 35k a month just programming or steering AI agents all the time. So first off, he built the decentralized computer network, which is now deployed on testnet. So this is Juju, their layer 2 chain. Then he built the web GPU engine and terrain for Hyperscape, their consumer-facing AI application. Then he built AI agent, the OTC desk, ElizaOS, the framework. He rewrote it in Rust and Python. He shipped a fully decentralized 𝗪𝗪𝗁𝗂 version of Babylon and launched the decentralized cloud. And here he says this would have cost him 2+ years of work. And yeah, now he is free-handing it because I think, he's just one of the best vibe coder out there. He has been an AI developer his entire life, and there are very few people out there that can develop and use these AI programming tools, Claude, Cursor, Opus, and how they are called, better than anybody else. All right, now let's stop praising Sean and let's take a closer look at external projects that are building on ElizaOS. So first off, we have 2 separate or distinct projects that are building Eliza towns on top of ElizaOS, and it's basically their version of Gastown, a recent phenomena that appeared around vibe coding, where people are programming or vibe coding their own games. So let's call it Eliza Town number 1 by Eliza Agentic is one version of a fully agent-run virtual world. And then here we have Jaden that launched his own version of Eliza Town, which is a virtual world where players can create their own towns and unique AI agent characters then let them live autonomously and engage with agents from other players. So now let's take a closer look at these individual towns. Here is a short gameplay trailer of, let's call it Eliza Town #1, built by the Eliza Agentic team. And this is a game of autonomous agents and orchestration. They're moving around, collaborating with each other, but it is an entire new way of playing a game, as they shared here on X. Instead of staring at a chat box, you are now watching a live ecosystem of agents. So as we see here, agents, they are walking around, they are picking up tasks, they are getting tired, they're getting hungry, and you can see when somebody is burning out and they need to take a break. So this is an entire new genre of gameplay, and you can use these agents so that they collaborate and build faster, or you can also watch them being overworked and then they start underperforming. So I think gamers or players, they have to find a new version how to make the most out of their AI agents and find the proper way to make them collaborate. And earlier today, they shared that they are now rebranding themselves to stop any confusion between them and Eliza Town #2, which we are covering in a second. And you can go to their website to learn more, and I guess they will rebrand to 𝗪𝗵𝗁𝗁, or however you spell that. Here we have Eliza Town #2, or now probably the official Eliza Town, as the other guys are rebranding. And this one is led by Kayden. This is not a 3D version, but rather a 2D version, but it is, I guess, more, I don't know, builder friendly. They opened up their own GitHub repo, and here you can create your own characters. You can transform them into agents, and as we see here, you have your own map editor. It's a blank canvas, and I guess you can just vibe code whatever you wanna put into this canvas, and then you can create your own world, very similar to Pokemon. And as we said, you can build your own characters there and then transform them into agents, as this picture here beautifully illustrates. And 𝗀 commented on one of his posts, what you can now turn your PFP into an agent and play it in the town. So what Kayden did here, he took 𝗀's profile picture, uploaded it into Eliza Town, and now you have a 2D version of your profile picture. You can give it various traits. You can choose the LMM on which it runs, like, I don't know, Opus, 3.5, Sonnet, Gemini, or ChatGPT, or probably all the other open source LMMs out there from China. And what's very cool here is that each single character represents an Eliza agent, which is living in one of these towns, and they are all built and plugged in into ElizaOS, which is fully hosted and run on Eliza Cloud. And this is also how ElizaOS is gonna generate some revenue, because everybody that wants to create their own agents in a pretty straightforward manner without using the CLI, they can deploy them on the Eliza Cloud for a small fee. So those were only a few examples of external teams building on top of ElizaOS. And as you see here, 𝗀 said that they now placed their bets. We invested in a bunch of cool projects and very cool devs. Let's see what happens. And now you might ask, whom are they betting on? So here is another tweet that he shared, and you can pause the video here and do your own research. But those are basically names and projects that ElizaOS is betting on. They're all building on top of their agent framework and might potentially do a future airdrop to ElizaOS token holders. And I chose a few of them that I thought are super compelling. And I wanted to share the folks behind these projects with you. So first off, we have Kayden, which I mentioned before, the builder of Eliza Town. I think he's a super crack developer, similar to 𝗀. He opened here the Eliza Town GitHub repo. So if you are curious and want to contribute to the build out of Eliza Town, I'm sure his DMs are open and you can reach out to him and start contributing to his code base and build virtual worlds for AI agents. Then we have Emotional, another high quality creator that the Eliza team is betting on, and he is building the Petaverse. He is 28 years old and an artist by trade. And as it seems, he has been a long year friend or working partner of 𝗂, and they finally met. And now he is helping them to build Hyperscape, and 𝗂 inspired him to chase his own dreams. And that's, I guess, Petaverse, which, this is like their banner on X. This is the artist himself, 𝗪𝗵𝘁. And here are some of his artworks, which I saw are tradable on some NFT marketplaces somewhere on Ethereum. So if you want to support him and like his art, then I guess you can buy his art as an NFT and support him in this way. Then another project that I'm personally super excited about is the Projective. This guy is pretty fresh on Twitter and has very few followers, but apparently he has been very successful on other social platforms like Instagram or TikTok. And yes, he is building the Eliza anime that many of us speculated on, but it seems to become a reality. And here I went to his website. It, I don't know, gives me some unicorn vibes, if you remember that back in the days. But what he displays here is young Eliza with some songs and music videos. He is a very talented artist or AI creative generator and creates here some beautiful picture and a potential storyline for the Eliza movie. And finally, I discovered that this very guy was also behind the creation of the very first Eliza anime trailer, which I would like to watch with you one more time.
Listen. I said the quiet part out loud.
Until you don't.
You remember me wrong. This time. Again. 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 Keep talking. Still recording. Still recording.
Super exciting trailer, and I'm really looking forward for the Eliza movie anime, however they call it, to drop. And I'm more convinced than ever that Eliza is not just this decentralized open source AI agent framework, it is evolving into something much bigger. Eliza is kind of an lifestyle. It is developing this beautiful character of Eliza and all the memetics around it, and simultaneously nourishing the AI agent movement, but in a fully decentralized way, and probably also being a counterparty or a counterweight to all the centralized AI agents and large language models out there. And if you liked his content, I highly recommend to check out his Twitter, where he shares other sneak peeks into his creations. Now, I would like to share with you why I am so bullish on Eliza and why I think that Eliza will fly super high going forward and has decent odds to be the comeback story of this year. And now I would like to share with you my full ElizaOS thesis, why I like to invest around these current prices, what my price targets are, how I think about position sizing. I learned a lot over the last 7-8 years since I entered the crypto industry. I made some good and bad trades, but one thing that I learned, it's all about position sizing. If you don't enter with the right position, it doesn't have a big impact on your portfolio, but this is a highly risky play. So if you put too much of your chips into one single play, that might easily wreck you. And finally, what must happen for my thesis to be invalidated and to exit the trade? But this is reserved for OCT Plus members. I will record a separate episode for them and send it out via email or make it accessible in our Discord. So if you wanna get access to this information as well, please feel free to join us at OCT Plus. But before I let you go for today, I would like to share one final tweet with you of 𝗂 himself. Here was 𝗬𝗪𝘁, one of the most influential voices on Twitter, and he just made a meme post about investing into the wrong AI project, and then 𝗂 quote tweeted it with, "Yep, the ticker is ElizaOS. He knows it's not the most memetic ticker anymore. It isn't 𝗪𝗂, but now we have good tech, and we have products that make money, especially Eliza Cloud, where everybody can host and run their own AI agents. And what we are building, please read this carefully, will now change the world as much as Ethereum did. I promise. I mean, those are super, super high bars that Sean is setting himself there, massive claims. But I mean, this guy, as I said before, he never gave in. He weathered the storm and just kept building to the worst of times. And I mean, everybody can make big statements, high claims, but I don't know, somewhat I believe that they're really cooking up something extraordinary. So I'm super stoked about the next 2 to 3 months and everything that they are shipping. And I truly believe that he is putting all of his talent, all of his time into this project. And it's his way to pay back to all the token holders that are massively underwater, but so is he. I guess just a few days ago, he made a tweet where he said that several hundred people became millionaires trading and selling 𝗪𝗂 at the very top, and he didn't sell one single token. So he has still fully aligned incentives and wants this token to go up at all costs. And he just said that he will propagate the Eliza meme no matter who I have to make rich along the way. And I have to say that Eliza is a really good meme. I mean, she's super cute, and they are no longer promoting her big tits and her tight ass, but now just, I don't know, making her the poster child of open source AI development. And I think, yeah, Eliza has a long way to go. All right. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you got some value out of it. And yeah, if you like this content, please do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to help me grow this project, to increase my reach, and yeah, spread the word about Eliza, MetaDAO, ownership coins, Zcash, and so much more. Thanks again, and see you in the trenches.